Okay, our first method inside of the validation class will be called public function process. And now we check if this obj form, object form, is post, and we don't pass any parameters, so we basically check if the post has been submitted, and isn't empty. This required, basically, if required array is empty, then obviously there's nothing to validate because we don't really care if the values have been submitted or not. So we have to have some fields which are required in order to basically do any validation. So that's the second part of the statement. And then we simply get only expected fields, remove all other ones. Okay, so basically this underscore post equals this object form get post array. Now, get post array method doesn't exist yet, so we will create it in just a second, and then we will pass this underscore expected. Expected. Okay. Now we only obviously want to process specific fields. If someone's submitting maliciously some other fields, then obviously they won't be processed and assigned to our array. So get post array. Okay, let's open the file browser. Let's open our form.php. Scroll down to after our sticky field. Actually, let's scroll down right to the bottom. Let's create a few new lines. We're going to create a new method, which will be called public function get post array. And we pass one parameter, which is expected. By default, we'll assign null value to it. Now, first of all, we create a new array called out, which is an empty array, and we check if this is post, so if the post has been submitted, then for each post as key equals value, and we check if isn't empty expected, then we check if in array key expected, if inside of the expected array this specific key through which we are currently looping is included, then out key, and we send strip slashes, sorry, no strip slashes, strip tags, and obviously the value. Okay, so this is if it's if our parameter isn't empty. Else we simply add all of them, exactly the same thing, but this time we don't check if obviously the key is inside of the expected array. That's in nearly everything. After this, we are, this is our if statement returning our out array. So all these values are returned from through this new method. So we can close our form PHP file. We can actually hide the browser as well. So all these values submitted through the form have now been assigned to our post array. Now I'm looking at this comment. Obviously, this one, remove all others, doesn't make much sense if we remove this from here. And now if isn't empty this post, this post, then for each this post as key equals value, and we are now going to perform check key value. In the next video, we're going to have a look at our new check method.